Man, T.O.L, I know y'all see a different location today, man.
We moving. We on the move.
We definitely on the move. Let them know, man. Caribbica Soul. Today, this is where we'll be hosting an episode.
Caribbica Soul.
Yes, man. It honestly reminds me of just being overseas. I've been needing that vibe because I ain't traveled in like.
Yeah, you've been all over the world.
I have.
You actually lived all over the world.
It is. It was.
Because you lived in Germany, you lived in...
I lived in Germany, I lived in DR, I lived in Cuba. I honestly count when we visited Spain. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, that was love.
I honestly said that was another lifetime.
Yeah.
We're going to speak on a little bit. But one thing I've always heard, there's nothing like a black island. You can go to islands full of, there's just different cultures around the world. But they said you don't really know what a feeling is of like being in a country where everywhere you look, you see your skin tone. Everywhere you look, it almost feels like you see your brother, your sister.
Wow.
And I haven't been to a black island yet. And
Like
that's the
Africa.
one thing I'm missing.
That's how I felt when Africa. It was like, darn, it ain't nobody but us.
yes.
Like, it ain't nobody but us. Like,
I honestly feel like Africa is like almost that pilgrimage that every African American needs to take.
yeah.
And it's like, we have so much history and we
You go
always
once
talk
a year,
about
right?
it.
It's almost been once a year.
At this point, yeah, it's been once a year.
once a year, right?
I didn't go last year.
I mean, because of COVID.
Because I'm saying nobody
Yeah,
did
well,
anything
well,
last year.
technically, I did because I was there through the 4th
Yeah.
of January. But I told myself I was not going to go to any other country until I did all of Africa. I mean, any other continent until I did all of Africa and do all the countries in Africa. But then, you know what I'm saying, baby girl took me to St. Lucia for my birthday.
St. Lucia, what's the name?
Yeah, it's just another Caribbean island.
I saw them pictures.
Yeah,
That's all I know.
so I've been to St. Croix for a wedding, but then St. Lucia was different. Like that joint was really different because that was the first time when I realized like how much influence, it. So
Well, I ain't gonna lie to you. It's contrary to popular belief. I feel like you've been to one island, been to them all.
No,
I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie. I've been to now.
sir,
I've been to. Hey, regard. I don't think it out loud.
So
Hey,
I'm actually glad you said
so
that.
I've been to the Bahamas. I've been to Puerto Rico. I've been to Punta Cana. I've been to. I've been to those few, but I just feel like
So
I'm not a sand person anyway. I'm not
For
I'm
real?
Not a big sand
That's
person,
rough.
you know?
but you architecture, history stuff.
Okay.
History type things. I like, I like resorts. I like stuff like that. So I feel like you've seen one blue ocean.
Oh no.
The reason you say that is because everywhere you name was a tourist location. You need to go and submerge yourself in the people.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Get up in the
Now
people,
we went to
man.
Punta Cana. We went to
brother.
Remember,
Santo Domingo.
Like I was gonna say, come on, brother. Thank you.
Now-
Santo Domingo and Punta
Well,
Cana.
let me change it. We did go to Capri, Italy. That was, the Amalfi Coast.
Okay.
That was phenomenal.
Rick Ross.
Right? Yeah. We was out there. That's my alter ego, by the way. Yeah. But anyway.
Let's speak on that.
No.
Brother.
Anyway, I'm gonna stop. But we was
Rosé.
we went out to Capri, Italy, and that was different. But again, that wasn't a black island. That was that's European style things. It's completely different than when I went to the Bahamas. Bahamas, I felt like everybody buy this, buy that. When I went
I
to
haven't been to the Bahamas. I've always told myself anywhere that uses that American dollar, I'm not going because I can use that American dollar here. Send me somewhere that's using that peso, something different,
wow,
and watch how that money expands.
wow.
You want
I
to
didn't
talk
think
about
that.
wealth? Go somewhere else with $1,000 that converts to something else and watch how much money.
I went
you
to
have.
Europe. My
Oh,
dollar
yeah.
went down.
Oh, now the euro is different. But you know what I'm saying, though, right?
Yes,
Think
yes.
about it.
So what? I got a question. I don't want to get off top. What started y'all's want to travel, right? Because when I grew up, we didn't travel. First time I flew an airplane was when I got to college. Like traveling wasn't something that was big in my family. What got you started to
You wanna
travel?
go first?
Mine was church. Honestly,
I love that.
I grew up in the church.
Nice.
Yeah.
Fortunately, like I said, we've had that episode before when my mom talked about how she just wanted to expose me to everything that she didn't get to see, and being a single mother, she wanted to expose me to the world. Cool. So I got the opportunity to go to Africa on a mission
Through
trip.
church.
Through church.
Oh,
First
mission
flight.
trip, okay.
First flight.
What's the Africa?
The first flight ever was to Africa.
Oh, bro.
I don't know anybody
First
that
flight,
can say that.
yeah, first flight ever was to Ghana,
That's how
Africa.
you do it.
How old were you?
I was 17.
Wow.
Crazy story. I don't want to tell the whole story, but I
Right.
sacrificed a whole lot. My senior year of football, my coach told me, "You go, you ain't playing." I was like, "I'm going." Whole lot of decisions in there. So that's what hit me when I went over there, and I was like, "Oh, these 3 o'clock in the morning commercials ain't really." These 3 o'clock in the morning commercials ain't really what it's hyped up to be.
Where's
like,
that money really
Yeah,
going?
where's that money? So you see that, but you also see black men and black women from Africa in Benzes, and there's malls, and like you know, it's a beautiful country, like beautiful country.
So it's not
anything. Now, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
It's still a third world country. It's still a third world country,
right.
third world continent,
Right.
whatever. So you can still like, you still gonna find your extremely impoverished areas. But I'm gonna be honest with you. When I got there, I was like, oh, they got this whole thing mixed up, bro.
Because
Like,
I ain't gonna lie to you, you saw the flies all on the
yeah,
nose
bro,
and the face.
bro, let me tell you, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
that's right.
once I got back, I was like, I was forever changed.
Wow.
Forever
Wow.
changed. That's why people are like, you always in Africa. I'm like, just go.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just go. You'll see. That's what kind of got the bug for me. So,
Right.
and then once I got the opportunity in college, you know, we spring break.
You better say it.
You know, you got a little
That's a different type
extra
of
money
travel.
from.
No, we was Miami and
See,
Vegas
yeah, we-
and all of that.
Our first one was Cancun.
Yeah, no. How about you,
Oh
Doug?
God.
What
Yeah.
got
I just thought
what
about
popped
that.
you off?
I mean, all thanks to my mom. You know, when she was in the military, we had
Oh,
a chance
yeah,
to go
yeah,
to
yeah.
Germany. But she always kind of had that travel bug in her. And I think, honestly used to think I was weird. Because, like, for example, I went overseas and I was gone from like 1990, like 6 through 2000. I come back, everybody's heavy in sports, basketball over there. We didn't, you know, it was like, it was different.
Yeah,
So I came
yeah.
back and I felt out the loop, you know, about a lot of things. But I just kept wanting to travel because it just kept coming as an opportunity. And I always thought about like, if you don't go, eventually you might regret not going.
Wow.
Versus even if you go and hate it, it's still an experience.
Absolutely,
Something came from it,
absolutely.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So honestly, my homie Rico, he was like, let's go to Cuba. We went.
Wow.
When I graduated DR, what are you doing? Nothing. Come on, come to DR. We
Hey,
went. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And I've always
Wow.
been like, if I got one person with me, I'm good.
Good.
If I got one person,
Good.
I'll be able to make it.
Yeah, that's real.
Yeah.
Ethiopia was one of those places where I was just like, yo, I don't need to come back.
Hey,
Like I'm good.
That's
like
really-
I'm really good. Like
Yeah.
I know as some way I can work right here.
yes.
I'm saying I know where I can eat it. I know where I
Yes.
can find my Americans to get stuff done. You know what I'm saying? Like I was just like, I'll just start all over.
Wow.
Like I'll just start all
Wow.
over. Like my chapter brother
That's
lived over
it.
there. He started a tour company over there.
So
Shout out to
good.
T.O.L.
Shout out.
to the bros. But yeah, like there's other things than America. Like
Yeah.
get out and really
Yes,
see.
yes. See, so with me, football expanded my reach, right? So when I went to college, first time I had ever been on an airplane was when Hampton. We played up at the Meadowlands up in New York. We played at the New York Giants Stadium. First time on an airplane, I'm between these two big linemen as a freshman, and I'm flying up to New York. That was my first time, but it expanded because nobody in my family had ever been on an airplane. I'd never seen none of that stuff. So after that, I was Miami'd out. I was the Miami every year, Charlotte all the time, and that was my reach of kind of traveling. But then I guess my first out of the country experience, I went on a cruise. Went on a cruise for the first time.
Never been on a cruise.
Yeah, went on a cruise,
Yeah.
and
I can
from
see
there it spiraled. And,
Yeah.
you know, when I graduated my master's degree, we got to go to Rome, Italy, and we spent 10 days over there, and that was love. I want to do more.
Yeah.
Y'all done done
But now,
most.
respectfully,
Yeah.
to say all those places were the same after all those experiences,
Island wise, yeah.
I mean, so
did you really communicate with the people?
I was gonna say,
in Rome,
That's
absolutely.
what I'm saying.
Rome, absolutely.
Right. Now, when you go, see, that's
Yeah, I
the one
did.
thing about the island. I feel like the islands, like when I went to St. Lucia, like I really found like, okay, I need to come back because there's a lot of historical ties to Africa. Like the islands are the first place slaves went.
yeah,
like
yeah,
Thank
it's
you.
the first place. So if you don't think that has a direct tie, and each island is different. I think there's like
But
there's hundreds of islands.
And then
Like
you want to really talk about the cultures because of who was colonized by who, and
Right,
what came from.
right.
and this could be another controversial comment is that not too bad, but not too bad. But growing up, it was don't go there. Something might happen.
This is
So-
facts. That's
so,
facts.
so,
That's
so,
facts.
so,
That's
so,
true.
when I got
That's
there,
facts.
it was like I'm not going to go outside until we went to Rome, and we actually got an Airbnb right in the heart of the city of Rome. And we hopping onto their MARTA system or whatnot. We going back and forth, just walking up. And I was like, okay, it's just like any other place where you know where not to go. We went to Cabo. Cabo was the same. I'm like, now it's coming through. Yeah, we went to Cabo. Cabo was cool, but that was kind of the first time I was like, okay, You just got to know where you go, just
Right.
like in America.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I was just gonna say that's anywhere. If you go to a new state here, it can be anywhere from.
But you know, you start to Google stuff. You start to Google, and they'll be like,
So-
"Don't leave."
That's why I always think propaganda. We talk about propaganda as if it's other places. That's the United States clear as day.
Bruh.
They put so much in our
Bruh,
mind
my
about what
mama-
these other places are.
My mom is like anytime I was going somewhere, oh they gonna eat you and all that stuff.
Chop your
Like,
head off.
yeah, like when I went to like bro, like and it just comes from our people just not being exposed and just taking the first whiff of
Yes.
any type of media that they see and just. But honestly, when you get there, they look at America like, yo, y'all got a lot going on, bro. Like y'all got a lot going on.
Because if you think about outside looking
Outside
in,
looking in, it's terrible.
This is scary.
Yes.
Wow.
Like, when I was in Uganda, that's the first thing they was like, why do you not like each other? Like, why do black people not like each other? They don't even. I mean, and I'm not every country
Not
is
generalized, yeah,
right.
yeah.
But I think we have a lot of different things going on that sometimes we need to take a look in. It's like, yo, like
yeah.
traveling probably would expose me to things that I wouldn't see,
Wow.
that I could get further in life
Yes.
with it, with a new perspective.
Now,
Yes.
now I will say I met my wife in Miami, so something
Okay.
good came
Nice.
from a travel. But I'm excited. I know we've been itching to get back. You know, with COVID and all of that.
What's
stuff.
the first place you going?
First place I want to go. I want to go to not Bali. Yeah, it is Bali.
Bali?
Yeah,
Okay,
I want to go to Bali because
Okay.
one of me and Nicole's goals is we want to live out the country for at least 6 months.
Okay.
I'm so glad to hear you
Yeah.
say that.
I want to
Yeah,
live
that's
somewhere
warm my
else.
heart.
I studied
You say
abroad.
that.
I studied
Yes,
abroad.
really.
Yeah, I studied
Everybody
abroad in
needs that
Uganda.
opportunity. I don't
Yeah,
care where you
yeah.
go. Just
See,
go
and
out
that's
of
the
US.
comment. I only thought white people could do that.
No. Once you get
know about it.
there,
I ain't
once you
gonna
get
lie to you.
there, and I honestly, I got white friends, I got white colleagues. It's no diss to anything, but when I got there, I was just like, yo, why are these white people here trying to like pastors and stuff, like really
Yeah.
like trying to like make them convert to different things? I was like, yo, like we need more black people to come over here to just really get their eyes open to the things that are really happening over
I
here.
never thought about it until you just said that. When we were overseas, we actually had like real issues with the missionaries over there because we did not like the messages we were hearing
Right.
and presenting. And there were a couple times we would just happen to be in the same center when they're up front talking about stuff and telling the story. And it's like, hold on, whoa, you know, like, hold on, what are y'all talking about?
And
right
they
now?
make those people turn so radical.
And you know, we're the only country who have a military presence in every.
Yeah.
every
every
single
locality.
location. We
Right.
always talk about that.
Which should make you feel a little bit more safe. Because you know if anything happens to you, you got
I think
military
I watched too many.
presence.
I watched too many movies.
The positive thing, so I got humbled by that situation of just, we do kind of have an arrogance that we don't even realize being from the United States. Because
Yeah.
here in the United States, we're taught we are number one, you
Yeah.
know? And I used to go other places and say I'm American. And they would look at me so crazy like, sir, I'm from Central America. I'm from South America. How dare you say, Mexico is North America. How are you going to sit there and say that you're different from me?
Right.
You need to experience another place outside of the United States.
Well,
Or honestly, I'd say as small as getting outside of Roanoke. Because to be honest, one of my cousins for the first time ever just went to Colorado. He just came back a completely different person.
Yeah.
And it's like, really, it was just
Yeah.
seeing Roanoke isn't everything.
Yeah.
What would you tell the person for that first step to travel? Like, you know,
Okay.
who really haven't been anywhere, think the money is
That's
a
it.
huge issue.
Excellent
What would you tell
question. The first thing I would say is take that language barrier serious. Because the first thing I did was go to DR, and I just assumed that I could pick up Spanish pretty fast. It made my first 3 months a lot more difficult than they needed to be. If you go somewhere that has another language, just make sure you have
We
somewhere.
got technology now. We got the.
We say that, but it's not the same because you want that connection with
Understand
people.
something.
And if you can only talk about food and walk and
What
drink,
would you tell somebody actually if they want to take a chance to
travel overseas.
travel somewhere overseas or just to
I would-
because I don't see as many young people aspiring to travel. Like I think
are they encouraged?
that's what I'm about to say. So what would you tell?
I think the first step is like taking away something that you always spend your money on and putting it toward that budget.
A pair of Jordans to buy.
Because if you take 2 pair of J's, $200, that's a flight. My first flight to Amsterdam was $400 on the money.
That is true.
You get over there and people are like, how you get to Amsterdam? It's like, it's $400, bro. Like, literally. So I think the budgeting thing is the biggest thing, and not getting so fearful that the flight is going to be outrageous. Like, literally, just go type in DC to Amsterdam.
Yeah.
And just start finding flights. Start looking at it. You don't have to go right in a month. You can look up, 6 months down the road.
Yeah.
But once you place that in there, you've already kind of started to break down fear. Same thing we talk about. Once you just look it up, you've already started to break down the fear of like, it costs too much. I ain't gonna be able to eat that. I've never packed. Just look it up. Look it up and just see what you're looking at with flight. And then oh boom, if I get a check that's $1,500, I'm gonna take 200 of it for 2 checks. Boom, I got my flight. Once I got my flight, then you start planning out what you want to do there, what you want to see there, things like that. But I think the biggest thing is finding friends too that aren't fearful of traveling. Finding people around you that aren't. It's the same as business for us, right? We want to be around people that want to do more, that want to see more. So if you go traveling, make sure you're traveling with people that are not just trying to be stuck in the house the whole time. It's
get
like
over there and get scared.
Get over there and get scared. It's like, hey, we're traveling for a reason. Let's go see some stuff. Let's plan some stuff out. So I would say budgeting and just breaking down that fear of just taking the first step just to look it up and see.
And I'll take us even a step back further than that. Let's say you want to go to the Caribbean. We're in a place right now here in Roanoke called Caribbica Soul. You can come here and learn some information or some experiences and talk to the people to just give you a kind of,
Absolutely.
you know what I'm saying, versus Googling and talking to people that haven't been there.
Get you a little intro experience before you go. Get to taste some food, because I know that was another big thing for me with traveling. What I'm gonna eat. What I'm gonna eat when I get there.
Let me ask you this: what's your go-to right now in Roanoke? If it's like, okay, it's Saturday, you got a taste for something. What's your go-to right now?
Why would you put me on the spot?
Because you're talking about these other
my wife's
places.
food.
I was about to say,
my wife.
That's what I was no, I want to hear a location.
A location. See, I can't, because I don't go to places for food per se. I know that, again, this is contrary. I like the experience, so I like to go places with the aesthetics, the patios, the ambiance. I'm really big on. So when I go out of town, but my wife's got me more on the food. So I say here.
So you're just giving me more of an excuse of why you should travel, though.
Oh yeah, no, I do travel.
I remember streets where there's just murals on every single, just like the most beautiful thing.
I do travel. I love road trips. So I know one of my biggest goals is I want to.
You like gas station food?
No.
You like a good hot dog with nacho cheese.
We pack the sandwiches, man. But
tuna fish and crackers.
But I want to do, I want to drive in Italy. I want to drive.
Drink some of your drink, bro.
Man, I'm trying.
Got us over here sweating.
I want to drive on the autobahn. I want to drive overseas. So driving is a big thing for me. So I love road trips. So I don't know.
Be careful with that. I will say overseas people drive different.
Yeah.
Stoplights don't matter.
Stop
signs don't matter.
Where the next spot for y'all? Where y'all trying to go?
I'm St. Martin. St. Martin or St. Martin. I don't know how to actually say it. I don't know. Because it's 2 A's in it.
I got you.
Yes, I don't know if it's St. Martin.
Sorry if it's wrong.
Martin. It's
Look, right?
sweating a little bit. Sweating a little bit. But no, I think it's St. Martin. I've come to the conclusion that my work-life balance is I can go hard for a good 5 to 6 months. Okay. I came home from vacation in January.
Okay.
I'm coming around 5 months.
Yeah.
I can go super hard and then I crash.
So I want to stop.
We talked about that.
I was just going to say, I want to stop.
Yeah.
How did you find what was good for you? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm kind of going through there right now, like realigning. When do I need a break?
When do you need a break? I mean, I think, I talked to somebody about it and they were just like, yo, everybody's different. Some people can go all year and travel at the end of the year. You got those moms that do that. We go to Bahamas once a year. Some people, it's like, hey, I got to do it every weekend. I got to take off every weekend. Some people, me, I know for sure I can give you hard 5-6 months.
Okay.
And then it's like, I need to just take a break.
Right.
Take off.
Right.
I don't want to do nothing. I don't want to see nothing. It's not that I'm not going to do work, but it's like, I'm not going to be so
submerged in it.
That's me.
Right.
So I think you just got to find when you start to feel like, get overwhelmed and stuff like that, take a step back. That might be your time. And
Because you
then
should be looking for, especially as entrepreneurs.
Right.
You know, that's just work we got to put in that we don't like doing. But you should still, you know, that's the first sign of burnout is when you look at it like a task as opposed to I get to do this. Right. So especially with your work, like you get to the point where if you start to dread doing something, we're getting closer to burnout. You don't want to burn out because then your quality of your work starts to go down.
Right.
I'm right at about 3 months. That I can go super hard just because my mind, I put so much on my plate. I'm the one at the cookout who go and pile my plate up, then go back and try to figure out how to eat it all. And
start with the beans.
That's it.
Then we hit the
potato
salad.
Exactly. But then what happens is I start to take little bites, but I'm looking back. What can I go back and get, as opposed to finishing my plate. Right, so I gotta start to finish my plate. I'm not finishing.
Yeah,
nothing.
we talked about that.
I'm getting to the point, and I'm starting to say no more. I know that's a big thing for me, and I'm not taking on more. And I'm okay if other people. This is a big one for me. I'm okay if other people say no to me, and if somebody else gets it. So I'm okay if a client or something I'm working with, like, nah, I'm not. I'm okay with that now. Like I'm not super desperate for things, and I'm okay to pass it off to somebody.
Yes, sir.
Right.
So I'm okay. Nah, I know somebody that's perfect for you. I'm not the one because I just want all this stuff on my plate, and I think being busy is being productive.
Yep.
That's not.
And you gotta be okay too with somebody. You might have the same idea as somebody, and they get it going before you, and not going in like I had an idea. It's like nope.
I'm bad at it.
Yeah.
But because what you do is what you do, right? It's enough of everything for everybody, right? If that was the mindset, there'll only be one McDonald's in the world.
Facts.
Right?
Facts.
Look how many Burger Kings. Burger King didn't be like, yo, man, McDonald's got it. I'm good. That's something specifically for you. Like
Burger King was the chicken sandwich. That's what they had.
McDonald's
what they had.
The Whopper.
The Whopper, you're right.
That boy ain't beats in so long. That boy ain't beef in so long. That boy said a chicken sandwich. What is it?
Chick-fil-A.
You're right.
Now, just plug in that new McDonald's chicken sandwich. They got it in a bag like Chick-fil-A. They basically copied everything Popeyes did.
I ain't been to McDonald's.
So I'm not gonna lie. McDonald's has lately turned into my guilty 3 in the morning.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's like 3 in the morning. Cookout is packed.
Stomach going.
Hey,
Till it, boy. You Ocho Cinco.
Look, cookout is packed. I'm not waiting that long line there. So
what
it's
you doing
like,
up at 3 o'clock in the morning? What you doing?
You know, I still have my late
Sneaking
routine.
and geeking.
Yeah.
No.
I love it. Let's talk about where we are today, man.
Today we actually waiting on some food right now. Y'all get see these plates.
Definitely.
It's my first time. I'm opening up my palate to a whole lot more food. Like I said, my wife introduced me.
Got him jerk chicken.
Nah, man, you have me with my eyes watering.
I think honestly, if you want Caribbean food, it's gonna have some spice to it. I mean, that's kind of one of their things. You can't.
You definitely gonna have
culture.
some.
I'm grown. I won't eat it.
That's
I just.
I do got a question though. If you do visit like one of these different places, what are you gonna eat?
So I find. So most time I'm on a resort. So I'm able to find.
burgers.
I'm able to find something.
People love resorts.
But
I don't understand.
But listen.
But you can't judge it.
Okay.
Based off of your experience because
Right. So I am judging. Okay, this is what I'm gonna say. I just thought about it. I am judging. This is
Four
what I meant to
languages and judging me.
So this is what I meant. This is what I meant. A resort is almost comfortable, relaxing. It is a good rest.
he about to come for his life.
You know what I'm saying? It is. But all I'm saying is the experience, the culture, the actual what you can take away from it, you're not going to get at a resort.
I got you.
It's almost like watching TV versus that book. You know, go outside and actually be able to
But when I
take
go
in
on
something and
vacation,
process it.
I don't want to be tired when I come back. When I go on
I think
vacation,
that happens regardless. You don't think so?
Nah, I think
I
when
can
I
go down to
go,
North Carolina for a weekend and come back and I feel tired.
and that's not what I'm going on a vacation to do. When I get out the country, I'm trying to relax. I'm trying to do something opposite of what I have to hustle and bustle.
So I wonder if we could travel across the country with you.
Yeah, I mean, I still
Then
get out.
we'll be in the room.
No,
We'll
I
be like
am not. No, that is
We
not.
because we go
I
on
am not
tours.
in the
We go
room.
on. You need the
I-
whole
What I would ask you,
Not
would you
in
like to go, like, because if we get to, let's just say we go to Jamaica.
Yeah.
I want to be with people.
Yeah,
Like I'm trying to be in the trenches.
That's it.
I'm trying to be in the trenches.
That's it.
I'm trying to be in the trenches. So
I think food.
that's the one thing. Like when I travel with people, I like to be with people.
I want a combination. I want comfort where I'm safe.
Okay.
So that's what I'm
Comfort
saying.
where I'm at. I want to be completely comfortable.
that's what I'm saying.
I want some beautiful stuff, but I do get out. My wife and I, we explore, we go, we look at everything.
Okay, good.
And that's what I'm
now, mind you, it's the.
He's just saying he's not gonna eat there. He'll eat when he get back to the
I'm
room.
eating when I go back to the room. I'm gonna bring something in my pocket or something. But at the same time, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm doing excursions of things that are, I guess, touristy. I haven't been somewhere and been with and decided to like holler at a person and be like, yo, take me. I haven't done that.
Man.
I've done like, the joint at the front desk, go on this hike and
You would. Next time you need to travel with me.
Thank you. That's
Because
what I'm saying.
what we do, like honestly, we'll do that. We'll find out the ATVs, zip lines,
That's it. I've done all
that
that.
stuff.
I
We'll
did
do
it in
that. You do
college.
that in any country.
And
But when, how like, all right, for South Africa, for me, when can you go to the actual like to the hood and see them like make beer?
Yeah.
And in the backyard, like see the kids playing soccer, see how they, you know what I'm saying, watching TV, whatever. I'm saying,
No,
that's the type
love
of
it.
stuff that
I'm
we-
just there, and
And
to be honest with you, I haven't been able to enjoy that because I'm like looking over my shoulder. It's like so I gotta go and kind of step up. And
So I'll say it like this in Cuba. We were walking around the Malecon,
That
just
job
out there.
look good, brother.
Hey, shout out to my homie.
You can plug them.
hey, bro.
I'm so sorry. Look,
What's the next?
Oh Lord.
He does not know.
That's
Hey,
the
look,
homie.
He started
Shout out to the
so
homie
hard.
Dante,
He
man.
does not know
Get the
who
things.
He only wants you for your services.
That's
You
it.
are not a
Only for
friend.
service.
You're
All
not a
that
friend.
talking, all that, none of
all
that.
the whole conversation y'all had in the barbershop, you
No,
does not
man.
remember it.
So look, let me say it like this. I left my barber of about 18
Now he's your
years.
barber.
Of 18 years for you. Yes, he is my official barber now.
Official barber.
You cheated
Yeah,
as well.
That's
cheated
how it
with
feels,
the
right?
barber.
That's another episode. But yeah, that's how I feel.
We should do a show in the barbershop.
Yeah, we should definitely do that. We should definitely do that.
Cheating on your barber.
Cheating on your barber.
I ain't really got a barber.
Cheating on
Yeah,
your
show him the cap, man. Show him the head. I was looking right.
Hey, we trying to leave this. Man, we out here. There's some new we want to. Season 4 is completely different.
Yeah,
We're trying to do
yeah,
something
absolutely.
that's completely out of the box. We're trying to
think
take
he
you
gonna
guys
bring it.
places, and,
gonna bring it.
and if you all are out there and see the show and want us to come check out your restaurant and do some things,
Holla at it, yeah.
holla at us. This is
Definitely.
what we're here to do. This is our first one, but we're looking to do something different. Get out of the the box, so to speak.
The typical thing.
Right.
None of us are typical people.
So where we trying to go? Where we trying to go together? You say we gotta go on a vacation. What are we doing?
I'm gonna do St. Martin, and then I'm going back to Ethiopia.
Ethiopia. Because you were planning a trip.
Yeah, because it's so much. It's so much more of Ethiopia. Like I went to the north. I need to go down to the.
Well, now I'm good.
I need to go down south
I
and
done
do
got-
like the safari joint. Like I wanna. My boy, he does a tour, and you can like feed the hyenas and stuff.
Wow. See,
Feed a
that is
hyena.
an
You wanna
experience.
go?
That's an experience. I
Feed
think
a
I want to go.
hyena. I think about feed a giraffe. Feed a kangaroo.
You can feed a giraffe right up the street.
This dude.
In a natural bridge.
No, let's do it. I'm with
You
it.
can feed a giraffe
I'm
there.
with it. No, I'm
No, I do want to do. I want to do Kenya. I want to do Kenya, and I want to do the rest of Ethiopia.
Kenya has so much history.
Yeah.
I would lose my mind in Kenya. And I also said I have to go to Egypt. I just have to see a pyramid
Yeah.
before it's like all
Yeah.
said and done.
And before
There's
I was
pyramids in
worried.
Sudan.
See, that's the stuff that you don't learn unless you go.
See, before I was worried about the vaccination, but now I got this vaccine here. Now let's go. We can make it happen.
We ain't gonna talk about these vaccinations. I ain't even get in trouble for speaking.
What's been up with y'all though? What you got next
Man,
before our guest gets here?
so
Yeah, wait on that food.
so next we got our Motivate the Kids camp coming up.
Yep, spring break.
Spring break camp. We got something huge coming for the kids. We just May is going to be a big month for us because it's Mental Health Awareness Month. So we're going to be doing a lot of things in May to kind of bring mental health awareness. My private practice is up and running, trying to educate a lot of people on mental health.
Nice.
This weekend.
Yeah, this week. Yeah, by the time this joint get out, it'll be.
Yes, sir. So the food is showing up, y'all. We're gonna keep it going, all right?
Come on in, yes, sir.
Yes.
And actually, sir, we're gonna highlight you. We're gonna surprise you. We're gonna throw you on the
All
spot.
right.
We want to talk to you,
guys.
man. So I got that jerk chicken and waffles. Y'all know how I do.
You got that jerk and waffles.
Yeah, I got that
some
jerk
of that
chicken
sauce
waffle.
for you.
Hey, cameraman, Mr. Jump
got
behind the
the brown
scenes.
Yeah, the brown stick.
See this right here? You better say it.
Hey, you got the we gotta take care of the camera.
Did you get cabbage?
You got that's the brown stew.
No, we got switch. I think he got the cabbage.
All right, we got
sir.
you. You got the cabbage and you got the mixed veggies.
Yes, sir. You come on.
Yeah, let's
Let's
say,
go on
can
this
you,
side.
he might be better for I don't know if you got. Can you
Let's
say
let's get some utensils real quick.
All right, let me hook you
while
guys
he's
up.
doing that, Dan? Let's pull up another chair. Welcome to Brown.
The mop can burn off.
Let him.
Y'all see this?
It's crazy because Corona got us. You gotta use the paper plates and stuff
I
now.
didn't use the plates, man. Well, I just want y'all to see this thing.
Yeah.
It's my first time. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's my first time. Oh, I don't want to drop nothing. It's my first time. Come on over.
Yeah, come on.
You want to slide in over here, Bob?
Thank you. That COVID wear.
Hey, that's it.
Slide on in
So
right
be
there.
safe, y'all.
Let's see if I can fit in with the panel over
That's
here.
it.
Yes,
That's
sir.
it.
Yes, sir. You might have to talk a little bit louder just so we can hear you. But
I'm gonna put a timer on. You probably got like a 7-minute guest appearance.
That's it.
Let's do it. Let's do
We
it.
can do it.
I definitely want you to start off. Just give us like a quick minute or two, just telling us, who are you? Tell us some more about you.
Yo, my name's Mr. Williams from New York City. I moved down here about 20 years ago, pursuing my dreams in VA. So, I'm excited to be here.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Yes.
Where did the idea from for Caribbica Soul?
Oh, Caribbica, it's a long story, man. We started off in New York way back in the 80s. My wife from Brooklyn, her mother and them is from the South. And we used to go to family members' house Thanksgiving and have a mixture of Caribbean and soul food. So we always say,
Caribbica Soul.
yes,
That's it.
exactly. That's how we come up with the name, combined Caribbean and American food.
I love it.
Instead of calling it Caribbean or call it America, we just say Caribbica. We mix both of the names.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Well, I want to know, one of the main issues people have been going through right now is kind of staying afloat during the pandemic. How have y'all been managing to kind of stay relevant? I see y'all opened up to a newer location. Congratulations for that.
Thank you.
How has it been going for you during
It's
this?
been going pretty good. We have some loyal customers that dedicated to what we're doing, and they really support us. Even through the pandemic, we have customers that would just come in and donate money just to keep us in business.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
We don't want to buy nothing. We just go donate
Just to make sure y'all make it
just
through.
to make sure we make it
That's
through.
love.
So we really got some of the best customers in the world.
That's
What do
love.
you think are some of the challenges? I'm sorry, I'm talking your head off. What do you think are some of the challenges of being just like a non-traditional restaurant here in Roanoke? Because there aren't too many Caribbica or Caribbean, experiences.
black owned.
Or
It's
black
black
owned, to
owned,
be
yeah.
honest. Yeah.
Well, the way we look at it, like the soul food is a dying art. Because some of the young Americans don't want to go through the hard work their grandmother and grandfather went through
love that.
to prepare mac and cheese and this traditional food from the slavery days.
Every day.
Yeah, they think it's too much work, but the old people don't think it's a lot because they think their family deserve the best. So they didn't go to McDonald's in Kentucky. They cook their own. So we try to bring that flavor back so the hip hop generation can realize that, hey, this art is still alive.
It's still alive.
Soul food is dying all over, man. You know what I mean? The big franchise is knocking that out the box.
Right. I
So
never
by
realized
us
that.
bringing it back together and putting Caribbean food with traditional American soul food, the combination is just perfect for this time.
Okay. What are some of the specialties here that y'all have?
Well, we got this brother could tell you about the jerk salmon.
So,
there smacking.
the jerk salmon was good.
Yeah.
The jerk and waffle was good.
This mac and cheese.
Mac and
is
cheese
amazing.
is good.
And the red snapper.
Red
The
snapper.
red snapper is
What,
on.
the stew? This thing is good.
So give me a piece of that one.
Always get the cabbage. Drinks are good. They got this crazy joint called a Henny thing.
Henny Wing Possible.
Henny Wing Possible. A drink that come with chicken wings on it. Like,
I love it.
so you're gonna leave a little full but a little tipsy at the same time. So
How do you think up some of these dishes and these ideas?
Well, these ideas come from my daughter. My daughter's into the marketing.
Okay.
So she was like, the only way we could stand out if we be creative.
I love it.
So
Gotta be different.
you gotta be
Gotta be
different.
different.
So she's like, what about instead of anything possible, Henny wing possible.
Love it.
Because we combine the Henny and
Yes,
the
sir.
wings. We all trying to combine names together
Yeah,
to create our own.
So this is a family business.
This is a family-owned business. Me, my wife, and my daughter started it
I
together.
love that. I
So
love
it's
that.
just us three. She is perfect as far as the marketing director of the
Correct.
business.
I got a question. Sure.
Yes, sir.
Would you have been upset if she wouldn't have wanted to follow into the family business? If she wanted to do something completely different and not really even support? Like,
Well, she really want to do something different, but she see family first.
I love
okay.
So she scrapped everything she was doing because she seen potential of what we doing.
Okay.
So she do want to do her own thing
Okay.
because she started off with a magazine when she was in Fleming High
Okay.
School.
Okay.
Edge Entertainment magazine, and that was a dying art too because everything went digital.
Everything went digital.
Correct.
Yeah.
So she loved all food so much that she was like, man, this gotta be
Something.
universal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she said, I will just dedicate my time to pursue what you guys' dreams are, and that our dream is to make this into a big franchise international.
So let me ask you this, because you have an amazing location in the city
Thank
right
you.
now. And actually plug, you can let them know the location right now.
Yeah, location is 215 Market Street, right in the square.
That's it.
Right in the
So,
square.
right in
Right
the
here in the
square.
heart.
Right
That's what I was
in the
saying. You
square.
couldn't
Yep.
have a better location.
You know, the heart of downtown Virginia.
Right.
So
Right now, one thing that really came about from the pandemic is a lot of people trying to get their own entrepreneurship going.
yeah,
What advice or just tips could you give to people trying to get their things going right now?
I think it's a lot of dedication and hard work because what we started on didn't start it today.
Right.
It's something that we've been working on. A lot of kids want to see the reward immediate.
Say that one more time.
Yeah,
Say it
the
in the back.
reward ain't gonna
That's
come
it.
immediate. You gotta put in the work
Put in
first
the work.
before you get the reward. And
A lot of times.
a lot of times, and these young kids with the internet, they want everything fast,
Instant
immediate,
gratification.
and then they lose the whole battle. You know what I mean?
Right.
So my thing is that you have to work towards it and work hard towards it, and you gotta
Businessman.
yeah.
Well, I don't want to take too much
Yeah. So just hang in there, and even if it's tough, you gotta hang in there with what you believe in, because it's not gonna come easy. And we've been doing this for 20 years.
20 years. It ain't just happen over.
Nah, it's not over.
you ain't just know what-
You ain't just end up downtown.
How many
wrong.
times did you give up?
That's the
I
question.
gave up slightly, but I would take
I
a
like
break.
the real stuff. Like
Yeah, I give you the real deal. I
Yeah.
took a break from it. I started off in Southwest, the Millennium Restaurant,
Okay.
and we did it for about 5 or 6 years, and then we took a break just to relax and travel the U.S. and went to Cali and San Diego,
Love that.
California.
Love that.
So we took a road trip from Virginia to California to the BET Awards.
That's it.
To the BET Awards.
Yeah, we drove from there.
Caribbica Soul, BET Awards. I love
Yeah,
it.
we
He
got
took
a
a break
regular
there. I'm
car.
thinking he took a break for failure.
No.
He went on Joe World.
Yeah, we went and did some traveling, and we said let's explore. So when we go back into it, we could dedicate
You gotta
We just
Right.
talked about it. We just
Yeah.
talked about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
literally
so
talked
we
about
took a break, and then when we came back, we said we're gonna go hard, because after this is we're gonna go international. We get ready to build a resort back in Belize next year.
Yo,
One more time?
say that
We're gonna
again.
build a resort in the Caribbean next year. We're gonna break grounds on that.
Yeah, you said we.
You heard
yeah,
me.
yeah.
We gonna
And these guys gonna be on the
That's
beach in
it,
Central
that's it,
America,
that's
Belize
it.
City, doing the
Thinking
same
out
thing
loud
a
is
year
going
from
So
now.
that lets
We're going
that,
international.
leads me to a question. Do you think it's easier to run a business in the United States or in another country?
Well, that's a rough question right now, because a lot of people in my country cater more to foreigners sometimes because they want that American money. So when foreigners go to my country, they more cater to them more than the locals because they want to bring that
Right.
American dollar in.
Which makes sense.
And in America, I notice America cater to foreigners better sometimes.
Wow.
You understand? Because America want to bring that
Yeah.
foreign money in.
That's
You already
interesting.
got the
That's
American
interesting. That
here.
makes sense.
Chinese
Yeah.
will come here, open business in your
Yeah.
neighborhood,
That's it.
and everybody's open business, and the local be like, damn, I'm here.
Yeah.
But what happened, everybody cater to outsiders more than insiders. Because
So-
they already think they got the insiders locked down.
That's such a message for the black community. I
Yeah,
think that's
so-
a lot of
Love it.
heads just
Love
now.
it.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Man, we appreciate you.
I appreciate you so much.
I
man.
appreciate you
You
guys.
got anything you want to say?
Yeah,
I
give
just
us
want
your
to tell
final word.
everybody, y'all can follow us on Instagram, Edge Entertainment, or you can follow us at CaribbicaSoul.com and come down and try some of this beautiful
Yeah,
food we
please.
got.
Yeah.
Please.
And the mixed drinks, and these brothers right
Want your
here,
chicken?
Yo, I'm gonna eat it.
all of these brothers been instrumental in everything we do
Thank
downtown.
you, sir.
These are all
Thank you, sir.
positive energy.
Thank you,
And I
sir.
want to big up every one of these brothers here for
appreciate
coming
that.
down to the spot and put us on. All right?
Thank you
Appreciate
for
you.
having us.
Enough
y'all.
respect.
Love, love.
Yes.
Love,
All right.
Thank you.
We get back to business.
Yes,
man.
sir.
Get that man.
Y'all enjoy it.
Good, that was good.
Excellent.
Thank you.
You know, I'll be here next week.
That's it.
Man.
Hey, anything you got in closing?
No, that was
That
good.
I just
bro.
want y'all to know he dropped a lot of gems on the
Lot of
table
gems.
just now. If you are interested in having a business or getting it started, you might want to rewind it a little bit and listen to some of the things he just dropped, because I took away a couple gems from that just now.
Yeah. I definitely I appreciate him. I come and chop it up with him every once in a while, just because he is from a different city, so he looks at Roanoke a little different. And I've always enjoyed people that just want more, just constantly just like, yo, what can we do? What can we do? How can we do this? What can we do? Hey, I saw this on TV. Let's try this. Let's do this.
And why is it far too often I just see that real hustle mentality come from people when they come that are not from here.
Right.
Come here.
Right.
And we have access to all of this.
Yo,
That makes me think of, man, shout out Wilkinson, one of my old bosses. That man had a refrigerator on his shoulder and was walking on cinder blocks to go and like do a move for some other people, and then went to work after that. They have another type of work ethic.
yeah,
than we do.
yeah.
It's just like,
a different.
it was just like, what? Yes, sir.
It's a different. It's a different thing. So I appreciate it, just being able to break bread with y'all, talk about travel. By the time they see this episode, the Welcome to Roanoke pop up. Hey, tomorrow, going crazy.
I need the whole collection.
Yeah, definitely. Shout out at Humble Hustle, HMBLE, HSTLE. Follow us. Yeah, we got some more heat dropping for y'all. I'm in a good place right now, fellowshipping with my brothers in the middle of the day.
I love it.
It's love. So
awesome.
definitely, this has been a good episode.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna end up on the Strokes of Genius tutoring as I always do. We have some things coming up for the summer, as we know some kids are needing some additional support, just getting ready for passing and moving on to this next step in their
Come on
life. Yeah, let's jump behind the scenes.
Right,
Get over
right,
here.
right.
Good, baby. We here.
Facts.
Episode 3, man, season 4. Appreciate y'all hanging out with us. Follow
Peace.
us.